So we've spent a really good few days back over at the Cousteau Reserve in Guadeloupe, and yeah, we've been freediving quite a bit. I passed my Titou with my brother, and Lars did as well, and then Lars rolled straight into the Titou, which he's just completed yesterday. So we're feeling really good. We've just been doing really nice dives with our friends on Dominica, and yeah, we are about to start heading south towards Dominica. So we're gonna head to Dominica probably tomorrow, but have a stop off in Les Saintes Island on the way down. Should have some wind, so should be a nice sail. We said goodbye to our freediving friends aboard Noctiluca and made our way down the coast of Guadeloupe. So we're just going along the west of Guadeloupe coastline right now. It's so stunning. Just such green hills, palm trees on the beaches, and then lush tropical forest going all the way up into the hills and the mountains, volcanic mountains. It's really cool. So yeah, we're heading to Les Saintes. We had a quick overnight stay in Les Saintes Island and then set sail for Dominica the next day.
Let's get the main up. They must be heading to Dominica.
Oh yeah, it's probably l'Express, is it? It was a pretty bumpy ride again, with the waves on the beam and a solid heel. But towards the end of the passage, once we were behind the headland of Dominica, the swell calmed down and we got to enjoy the views of the coastline. It was time to hoist a new flag as we were heading to a new country. We approached the anchorage at golden hour, which meant that all the colours were so warm and glowing.
We're coming into Dominica, the nature island of the Caribbean. It looks amazing. Already in love with it.
So we just got into Portsmouth Bay in the north of Dominica, and so far it's been beautiful. Just going along the coastline and seeing all the views is just incredible. Sun's just gone down, we've checked in with the agent here, so I think we're all good to go, we're all cleared in. And yeah, I'm super excited to be here. I've just been really looking forward to Dominica after Lars came years ago and loved it and said it was his favourite island. So yeah, we're both really happy to be back. Hey Lars.
Hello. So we've just made landfall in Dominica, and it's, I don't know, I'm just taking in the view. It's pretty awesome. We've gone and picked up a car. So we've got a car for the next few days to go and explore the island. We've got our friend Sophie arriving this evening, so we're going to go pick her up from the airport. And yeah, I'm just generally pumped for the next few weeks here in Dominica. It's going to be awesome.
We rented a car, but we had to get used to the tinted windows and driving on the other side of the road at first. We picked up our friend Soph, who came to visit us, and our first stop was heading to the Kalinago territory. The Kalinago territory, or Carib Reserve, is a 3,700-acre area of the island, which was established for the indigenous Kalinago people, who were the first to inhabit the island before European colonization. The community is in a pretty remote and mountainous area of the island, meaning it was pretty isolated from the rest of the island for most of the 20th century, apparently.
I know.
The Kalinago people still live there today. There are about 3,000 of them, and they've kept a lot of the old cultures and traditions running. In fact, they still have a chief of the community. We have come to a place that should have a waterfall, like a mini fall. Yeah, it was a bit of a trek up here with the car, and we should be able to go further with it, but we stopped because we figured we might get stuck. So yeah, just gonna go for a walk now and hopefully have a dip.
Yeah, maybe.
That looks like a path down there, right?
Across there, and over. This is so funny. I've actually been to Dominica about 10 years ago. One thing I do remember really well was this hike that we did up to a pool. And I had no idea which pool it was, but I remember jumping off the cliff and into the pool, and you could like slide down the waterfall into it. And it's so funny, now we've just arrived at this spot and I recognize it 100%, and this is definitely where I was 10 years ago. So I'm very excited to just jump off and recreate that memory. It's really nice. Just do it. You can. It's not even that high. It won't even hurt you even if you belly flop. I did a flip underwater, so. I think it is.
Can't believe Lars got me to jump that cliff. I haven't jumped off rocks for a really long time, weirdly, so I'm out of practice, but it did feel good, and I've got like so much adrenaline now. I think the jumping off the rocks got us all feeling pretty pumped. There was a lot of hesitation at first, but Lars got us all going, and we had so much fun, even if my screams always sound like I'm about to die. We were so impressed with what we'd seen so far of the island. It's way more remote than any of the others we'd been to so far. There's greenery everywhere you look, and a lot of the land has never been cultivated or inhabited before, so it all feels so raw and is buzzing with natural life. The next day, we made our way over to Trafalgar Falls, another incredible natural sight. It felt a bit like stepping into a dream. Some of the pools here are cold, but others are actually hot springs. We had a dip in the cold pools as it was a bit too hot for the hot springs that day. Also, I think my friend was not really filming some of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah. After that, we drove further upstream the waterfalls to a place called Titou Gorge, which we'd heard a lot about because one of the scenes from Pirates of the Caribbean was filmed here. You basically swim through this canyon or gorge, which is seriously magical. And somehow there never seem to be that many other people around whenever we go to these spots. After swimming down Titou Gorge, we met these girls who had just been to another cool place close by, which was called the cathedral. They gave us directions and told us that we needed to walk through someone's land to get there, so we paid our way through and followed the path, hoping it would lead us to this cathedral. We weren't really dressed for it and definitely didn't have the right footwear, but eventually we made it to the gorge, which was definitely worth it, and even more off the beaten track.
Pretty cool.
We stayed in this guest house last night. It's just been really cool so that we're just closer to the sites and stuff around here because there's lots of hiking and waterfalls and baths and things. So we stayed here and we've just woken up, and all throughout the night it's been raining. But it's been such a tropical feel to just wake up to the sound of rain. And the views, I mean, it's pretty atmospheric even with the rain, but we're just surrounded by green lush hills basically. I was going to take it easy this morning and then we're going to go for a hike. Maybe go to some hot springs as well. And then we got my cousin and her boyfriend Alex coming this evening, so we will pick them up and head off for more adventures tomorrow. Bit of a wet hike, but yeah, we're going to Middleham Falls. So we were going to go to the Boiling Lake this morning, but it's like a 6-hour hike, so we didn't think that was the best idea because it's just pouring with rain, and then apparently you need a guide to do it, so we dropped that plan and came here instead because at least it's only a 45-minute hike down and then a 45-minute hike back up. But it's been raining the whole way. Woohoo! Wow. That's it there. It's never ending.
One of the best we've seen so far, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Middleham Falls was just as impressive, if not more so, than Trafalgar Falls that we'd seen the day before. We did want to get in the water there, but we were a little bit too cold from the wet hike that we'd had. So we'll have to go back another time.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
After our hike, we went up to this hot spring spa that this guy has built himself from scratch. He's installed pipes to carry the hot water from the nearby springs and built all these pools to make a spa that people can come and use. He lives in a little hut there and spends his time running the place and just takes dips in his pools.
Everybody can hear you. Wow, that's so nice. Oh my goodness.
It's sticky enough.
I haven't had this in so long.
It felt like we were having the full Caribbean experience here so far. The nature island was quickly becoming one of our favourite places, and we'd only just scratched the surface of our time here. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, then give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to not miss any next videos. Join us next time as we continue our adventures in Dominica. My cousin comes to stay, we go down the Indian River, we go scuba diving, and stumble upon more magical spots.